I'm going live. Don't say the F word.
Okay.
All right, we are live. Yeah, that is the F word. Fun is the F word. What's up, guys? We are. Hang on, pop out chat. Surprise! We're streaming again. We're probably going to be streaming many Fridays coming up, but I'm not going to make any promises because I hate to disappoint people. My wife. I don't know. That seemed like a good opportunity. I am here with Blunty, and this time we got a extra guest, GhostBranch FPV. Hi, GhostBranch. And for GhostBranch, I'm super glad you could join me as well because I know you play a lot of Velocidrone.
I do.
And we are playing Velocidrone this week. So the goal, this is Blunty and I are working on a review of like every simulator. We probably won't do all of them, but we're going to try and fly as many as we can and then make a video about which is the best. And so you guys are invited along with us while we try them out. And so today we're going to start with Velocidrone, which is kind of the established candidate. And then we're also going to fly UnCrashed, which is a new sort of less familiar one. So I'm going to start up. People are asking, will we be able to fly with you? We did that last week, Blunty. What do you think? How did that work out?
Yeah, we could probably do a multiplayer lobby at some point.
Yeah. Now, the thing about Velocidrone is that there are so many. We last week we just played in liftoff for like a half hour on one level. I feel like we're going to need to stay moving with Velocidrone because there's so many modules that they've got, and we've downloaded all of them. What do you think, Blunty, GhostBranch? Does Anthony Gutierrez wants to know, is Velocidrone much better than DRL? DRL doesn't feel right to me anymore. Oh,
it depends
crap.
on. I think it totally depends on what you're trying to do. We talked a little bit last time. I think, and we'll get it too when we get to DRL. But I think, to me, DRL is meant to fly the 7-inch, like a 1 point whatever, or 1,000 kilogram 7-inch quad, and then all of it feels built around that to me. Versus when you fly on Velocidrone, it feels like it's meant to fly a 5-inch multi-GP, and they have the micros pack, which feels like it's meant to fly a micro drone. So, like, yeah, I don't know. For me, especially for racing, I feel like Velocidrone kind of nails that feel. But for freestyle, I think that could be debated.
Yeah, I think most racing pilots, if you took a survey, I think you would find the majority of racing pilots prefer Velocidrone. Now, I certainly wouldn't speculate about why that is. Like, are the physics better? Because all the simulator guys say their physics are perfect.
Yeah, one of the big things is not only are the physics pretty good, but they support, like, all the multi-GP stuff is in here. The multi-GP has kind of worked with Ashley a lot, and, like, Ashley sponsors races a lot. Ashley is the main developer of Velocidrone. And there's just a lot of communication and stuff with the developers, They even have it set up, or used to have it set up, so you could even see like what the next races were and what the results were of those things and stuff. So it seems very built around that whole community.
Well, that's why I wonder, because if you did a survey, I would bet you that 65% of multi-GP racers prefer Velocidrone. I'm just pulling that number out of my butt. But the question is whether that's because it's objectively better or whether that's because sort of culturally, it has just come out that way. You follow? Like if
Sure.
Ashley, the developer, the main developer or the lead developer, if you will, of Velocidrone, if he has just made ties with MultiGP, so that's where they ended up, versus it being objectively better. I think I would duck that question just to avoid pissing anybody off. But
I will say one of the things you notice when you fly a lot of this and do a lot of these races is that the way you can get in multiplayer lobbies pretty easy, and you can change around people pretty easy. All the times are very clear and set. A lot of the things around the racing part and timing part and rounds are also very well done in the game. So I feel like a lot of that kind of just also helps embrace that racing.
Yeah, I think between of the four biggest simulators, it seems like Velocidrone and DRL have the best infrastructure around running a race, setting up and running a race. DRL has I mean, they're used to putting on a television show. I was really impressed with their ability to switch cameras, so the live feed could be watching a third-person camera, or you could jump into any of the pilots. And of course, Velocidrone, I believe Velocidrone has many of those same features. Maybe Liftoff has those same features as well, but I just don't see Liftoff being used for like big events in the way that DRL and Velocidrone are. So, I apparently I did not realize I bought the other packs, the additional packs that I didn't own, the freestyle pack, but I did not actually download and install them. Oops. So
That is
maybe
that's not a requirement. So they automatically activate.
yeah, but I am downloading right now and installing.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Gotcha.
So I'm not going to cancel that, but maybe we should actually switch gears and start with UnCrashed, which I did download beforehand. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
GhostBranch, I don't know if you have UnCrashed or if you want to just hang out and chat with
I have them all. I recently got a new PC, so I only just installed all of them again.
Now, GhostBranch, it requires a pretty beefy graphics card to run some of these. Now, what are you running? Are you sure you're going to be able to handle this?
I don't want to tell.
GhostBranch is a 3D rendering professional. I'm not going to tell if he won't tell,
among
but
other things. Yeah.
suffice it to say, I think he's going to be all right. Now, Devil's asks, is UnCrashed multiplayer?
No.
Okay, so I mean, we can all play it and we can all sort of share our screens and chat, but mostly I just want you guys to hang out with me and give me just your perspective and thoughts. This is just a brainstorming session, so I'm going to start.
Just a heads up. This is the first time that I'm starting the game after I have installed it, so it's probably gonna be loud in my ears, and I might not hear you for a minute.
Okay. So this is also the first time I've run UnCrashed. I literally installed it just a few minutes ago. I am going to turn the music off. I almost always turn the music off on this type of game. I turn the music off on most games, to be honest. I just want to play the game. So if this sim has great music and I overlook that, there you go. Let's see.
I was going to say controller setup. We got to take a look at that, right?
Yeah, of course. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go into controls, save the audio settings. Yes. The interface is smooth. I like the way that popped up. Unknown Radio Master TXS joystick. Fine. What am I going to do? No. Oh my God. That's not mode 2. So let's do reset calibration and then let's do stick calibration. Move all sticks to the limits. Okay, I guess we'll do that. Center all sticks and press OK. Got it. Still has got the mode mapped wrong. How do I... Hang on, don't tell me. No. Okay, so the channels are not right. Let's say throttle, move throttle. Okay, great. Roll, move roll. Got it. Pitch, got it. Yaw, got it. Oh, and reset button. Very nice. Great. I love that it got reset right here. Easy peasy. Let's see. Correct. Okay, so I'm a little I'm like 1% annoyed that there wasn't a wizard to do that, Blunty. Is there a wizard for that?
Not that I know of. The stick calibration did just do what you did earlier, right? Which was just, hey, let's make sure all the sticks have the proper range of motion. Yeah.
Yeah. So it sets your endpoints.
Yeah.
Wish it would do a wizard.
Yeah. What else we got in there? No, it looks like you can. I just see the axis is better. Okay.
Yeah. Alrighty, fair enough. Now, Blunty, Jack Johnson in the chat says this sim is really fun and more realistic physics than Liftoff, but not as good as Velocidrone. Do you want to weigh in on that?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like the physics are great. I don't know. I'm interested to see how you feel when you get in.
Okay.
And what you think about the physics.
I know you're critical, is why I know you were very critical. Yeah. In fact, you ranted a little bit, and you were like, "Why do people love this so much? It's so bad."
A lot of people were telling me, like, all you have to do is move the sliders until it feels like you want it to fly. And it's like, okay, but, one of my big gripes is, like, I feel like Sims shouldn't require you to do that. Because the simulator should be built based off of, like, here's how a 5-inch would fly. And that shouldn't vary that much between, these things, or if it does, maybe explain to us why the physics simulations are so different. But as far as I know, it's just about feel and how it's set up,
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that default should be better.
Gotcha. All right. So I'm gonna check my FPS once we get in the game, but for now, so I've got a 1080 Ti. So, but I also like to have minimum 60 FPS for simulators, and preferably closer to 100. So we'll see how the FPS does. I've got that. You guys can't. Oh, you can't see it. I wasn't sure if Steam if that would get picked up by OBS. So there's my graphics. Do I just click out? Yeah. Okay. So we're good.
Also, so far, I think this is the first game that's had DLSS as an option, which I just think is interesting. Yeah.
DLSS. Oh, yeah, it's going to look nice.
Yeah.
Of course, you guys watching the stream will see garbage because you're watching a stream. I want rates. Let's do 1.20, I believe. 0.73. And that's not quite right. What's my beta flight rates? These are beta flight rates, I assume.
Could be, yeah.
Hang on, I gotta check my rates. I know. Why don't you know your rates? It's because I always just paste them in. Where's my dang rates? Oh, here we go. This is fine. 0.127. There we go. 127, 072. 040. That's my rates. I'm thinking ever since I flew that Nazgul Evoke with the actual rates, I'm thinking maybe I'm going to reset my rates and try to learn new rates. Blunty.
You got different expo on that pitch, just so you know.
Oh, damn it. Yeah, you're right. I see. GhostBranch, you back with us?
I'm doing the stick calibration thingy.
Gotcha.
Took me a while longer than I expected to start it.
We got presets here, different people's rates. That's cute. I'll get my rates in here. Hey, devs, it's not going to affect your review. It's not going to. I should rename it. No, don't delete the rates. Like there should be JB freestyle rates. Why is there not? Okay, JB rates. We'll delete that. Why is there not? Where's the 533 rates, guys? Gotta get it.
Yeah, that's an easy one. Yeah,
it's an easy one. Is UnCrashed free? No, it's $10, $15. I think it's $15.
20.
20
or 15.
Well, if only I was literally looking at the Steam page right now.
15. Yeah.
Okay. Drone settings. So we're gonna just go with the defaults here. 5-inch freestyle. We're just going to leave that and try it. Is there anything in here that I would need to change like No, that's all physics and stuff. All right. So, Blunty, I'm going to change levels. You got a recommended level, Blunty, for freestyle?
I mean, High City's pretty cool. It's not super big, but that's like one of the cooler maps.
Wow. I mean, it looks like fucking The Fifth Element, right?
Cyberpunk, yeah.
All right, let's do it. Oh, that was a fast load time. Wow. The quality of the textures is pretty high.
This was made in Unreal Engine, I believe, so it's pretty, looks pretty good. That's one of the big pluses here when you're flying in this, is the quality is,
Yeah, why did the resolution change? I
maybe it didn't apply?
I said 1920 by 1080, you son of a b. Apply. Windowed full screen is fine. I'm going to turn the gamma up a little bit. I'm a little annoyed. I usually find games to be too dark.
Is it being weird because your windowed full screen has a border and it thinks that's 1050 or some garbage like that?
I don't know about that. So I've turned the gamma up a little. I usually find games to be too dark, and I know you might be thinking, well, your monitor's screwed up. I don't know. I have a color calibrated monitor, like not a $10,000 one. But I have a monitor because I do a lot of photo and video stuff. So I've turned the gamma up a little. Let's fly it. Here we go. How's my FPS? 98. I'm just watching my FPS right this minute. 70 FPS, 60 FPS, 65 FPS, 70, 90 FPS. All right, I'm going to leave it on the high graphics. We're getting at least 60 FPS. And I'm just going to fly around. Oh, you can hit the cars. Yeesh. Oh, the cars hit you. Okay. That's cute. Rob Axelson, it is the JB Livestream clips. I'll give you a link a little later in the stream, I think. I'm going to just try this out now. Those rates don't feel right at all. Let's see. There we go. I'll get back in the level. The rates, I feel like the rate should be snappier than that. I mean, I fly this all the time. Surely they've got the rates right. So is this mostly a freestyle simulator, Blunty, or has it got racing environments too?
Yeah, so all these have one race in them as far as I can tell. And there's a start gate near where you begin. Or if you reset, I think it'll put you back there, but there's like a little start gate you can go through, you'll see, and then that'll start the race.
I see, so I have to find the start gate. Hang on, where?
I think it's like near where you start, but I'm not exactly sure.
Well, now that I've reset, I'm going back somewhere else. I want to try to do something specific, because I find whenever I'm just flying around, physics always are like, yeah, whatever. And it's when you actually start trying to do something that the physics come out. It feels fine. I don't think it feels exceptional. But, I mean, that's saying a lot for a simulator. Can you go through the glass? No, you can't. Let's try to go underneath here. Let's try that. Oh yeah, hit that the first time. I mean, that's speaks well. Nope, it's not the second time though. How about through that thing?
Well, I guess I would say there's a different thing between real feeling physics and physics that can make you fly through a hole. You know what I mean?
I see what you're getting at, I think. Like, I try to do a move that I feel like I should be able to do in real life. And if I can't, then I'm annoyed and I blame the physics engine.
Do one that's like a Matty flip, or like a, you know what I mean, like a power loop, or like something that involves a little more.
So I mean, that felt okay to me. That's exactly how I screw up real power loops.
Well, that's good.
By overshooting. No, that feels okay to me. What did you not like about the physics when you first flew it? Was there something specific?
There's one 100% specific thing, which is if you go fast and then you slow down, there's like this braking effect that happens.
Okay. So let's try... GhostBranch, are you in?
Yeah, I'm in.
What do you think?
I have the, I don't know, this braking effect that Blunty mentioned, I think that's in almost all the sims. That's why some of the juicy moves are so hard to practice in a simulator, in my opinion. What I noticed is that when you drop down from a high altitude and you're trying to catch yourself, sometimes it feels like the motors are a little bit underpowered. But then again, when you're just flying and doing like a power loop, it almost feels like they're overpowered.
The rates, I had the wrong rates selected. So
I haven't even set up my rates.
This is a better environment for freestyle, I think. Just I'm a little more familiar with the lines and stuff. I did start the race, and then I stopped doing the race. Let me do some freestyle in here and see how it feels. Let me reset. I think all of the simulators are going to get much better now that we've got that Edge TX latency fix in, Blunty. Oh dear. Like, I wonder if their pickiness about the simulators is going to relax. Okay, so go fast, and then what? Just back off the throttle?
Yeah.
You think it should carry its speed more?
Yeah, it feels like there's no weight. It feels like the quad is empty, essentially, you know? But again, there's like the UnCrashed dev, it looks like, is in the chat, and he says, reduce the air friction slider, or change the air friction slider.
Who's the UnCrashed dev? Ha! Oh, there he is, yeah. He's here. Go ahead, Blunty, sorry.
But that's my whole point, is like, you shouldn't have to reduce that. It should feel correct. Like, there shouldn't be a change in physics because of, like,
You're
know.
saying
Again,
physics
like,
are what they
flies-
are, and if the
everybody
physics are
flies
correct, then
Yeah, people-
the default should reflect that.
all the racers are flying Velocidrone at the same physics. You know, they're not all changing their physics. Like, they all race on the same battery weights, the same physics, the same, you know, presets for the quads and stuff.
Yeah.
But again, like, you know, opinion, that's fine.
I see what you're getting at. It's so hard to judge. I'm trying to do little pops like that. Oops, not like that. I'm trying to do little pops like that and little sort of pops and floats.
Since the dev is in the chat, can they answer me what game engine this is using? Because to me it looks more like Unreal than Unity.
Blunty said Unreal. Let me do race rates. Race rates are... You know, Evans, hey, UnCrashed, you should definitely get the 533 rates in here. I mean, that's an easy value add. Can I... 0.8, damn it. How can I... I'm trying to hit tab. What is happening? Can I not? Do I backspace? What do I do? 0.8. Are y'all still here? You went quiet.
Yeah.
Okay. 0.7. So these is how I actually don't... Evan runs this with 0 expo, but I can't do that. So now so up and down take you up and down, but left and right don't take you left and right. And tab is going the completely wrong direction. Oh, and then tab skipped yaw. Shift tab. Oh, no, shift tab is the Steam overlay. This is a little annoying. 0.8. 533 rates. No, well, JB's 533 rates because I have Expo. Save rates. Okay. So let me try a race. It's going to take a minute to get used to those rates. Okay, here we go. Did the race start?
Yeah, you were already started because you hit it a while back.
How do I reset that? Okay, let me just go.
I think there's a reset in the setting.
I think it's R on the keyboard.
Reset resets the quad location, but it doesn't restart the race.
Oh.
I think there's 2 resets, but maybe not.
Oh, I see. It wants me to go back around. Where are we going? I don't know where I'm going.
The green gate is the next gate.
Oh, the fact that yeah, okay, I see. The green gate's the next gate. Got it. Okay, so I'm going through here. This is an interesting course. Cross traffic.
Oh.
Philly. Like this? No. What am I doing? I'm having a little trouble figuring out where I'm supposed to go.
Through down, bottom. Okay, through the green.
I really think I did that.
Yeah, through the green.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Now we're moving. I don't find the physics in any way objectionable. I'll say that. And I feel like for a simulator, that's saying a lot.
I gotta say, I also don't mind the physics. They feel at least fine enough to me. One thing I really would complain about, though, is the motor sound.
Yeah.
That's just not how a quad sounds.
Oh. Press reset. So infinite lap or time attack mode would be nice. Would be a nice thing to add. See, I was just getting warmed up. I didn't want to stop racing and hit reset. There was a time when I was going to miss a gate, and I kind of pre-turned it just a little, and the physics worked as expected, so I'm happy about that. See, now I've reset, but is the clock still running? Yeah, I think the clock is still
different. I think there's a different reset. I'm almost positive there's a second bind for another reset.
Okay. Why have I gone through the wrong gate? What? Oh, okay. Okay, start. Here we go. Bonk. Nope. Where's the gate? Which gate am I supposed to be going to?
Behind you, the green one. You went in the pig one.
Where's the green one? Oh, hi. There you are. Like this? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Ah, there we go. I just haven't learned that line yet. Got a super chat came in, but I'm racing. The other thing that I judge a sim physics on is how it reacts when I make a mistake and have to correct, which is nice because I make mistakes a lot. And I find that a sim with bad physics, you are just sort of barely holding on as you're racing, and then when you make a mistake, you just lose it and it falls apart and you can't correct. Whereas a sim with better physics, you'll have more of a margin to correct your mistakes.
Yeah, but is that better physics or is that fudge room because of the way the math is done? You know what I mean? Like, I understand what you're saying, but I also don't know that's the same thing as good physics. You know what I mean? Like, you can make a sim, like Tiny Whoop Go bumps around all over the place. You never crash. But, like, you know, I don't know that that's a good physics simulation. That's what I would say.
Fair enough.
Though Jesse Perkins thinks that's, like, the best physics simulation anyone has, like all the sim devs do, so, yeah.
What's that? Which one?
Tiny Whoop Go.
Yeah?
So, yeah.
Let me try a different course, a different level. Thank you to RC Ritter FPV for $25 as thanks for the Flow State film. Thank you so much for that generous donation, RC Ritter. I'm flying a 35-ish degree camera angle. Let's pick one more. The dock is the new level, and the dev suggested I try it. You can see my frame rate in the upper right. I am on the high graphics setting. I have a 1080 Ti graphics card, so it's definitely... Oh. I feel some stuttering right this minute. Oh, no, I'm on race rates. That's why. I thought I felt stuttering. I was on race rates. I like how easy it is to change rates. What's this one? Delete selected rates.
It's weird. I have my FPS overlay also enabled, but I'm not seeing it.
Alright, well, what am I going to do? Let's freestyle this, baby. The sim is inaccurate. I could never have done that in real life. Cricket FPV. I don't miss, like, the prop damage that Liftoff has. I know that you can turn it off in Liftoff. But every time I will say, one of my the very first time I played Liftoff when I was a much smaller YouTube channel, I complained about the way they implemented prop damage. I said, if you hit a tree in real life, oh, here's a car to chase, that's badass. I said, if you hit a tree in real life, then you break a prop and you go down, and if you want to practice in a sim, oh my god, there's more cars. Okay, this is cool. This is cool. I think what Liftoff does is they have prop damage, like a health bar, and I didn't like that. I certainly can see an argument that if you're going to play in the sim, you just want your props to not break at all, which is what Liftoff's God mode does.
Yeah,
but you also
tough because, like, are you gonna, you kind of have to consider then, like, oh, are you gonna simulate like each sort of, like, texture and how much damage it would do, and like, or how it would chip a prop, or like, it gets a little rough because I don't know how you would handle it.
Oh, he's turning. This is a lot like chasing a real car.
Yeah, I think they just put out a patch that added this car chasing. like on the 11th.
Oh, in fact, now I owe that guy some money. You could also make an argument. So I think if you're gonna practice in the sim hard, like for racing, that as soon as I hit a gate, I want the sim to break my prop and make me start over to keep me honest. But then for sort of fun freestyle video game experience, I don't know. I just didn't like Liftoff's health bars.
Yeah, Velocidrone does basically the same thing, where it's like there's just a prop damage percentage.
Yeah. Interesting. They suck.
I thought you were doing pretty good.
Yeah, my up tilt's not right. When you're gonna chase a car, you gotta get your up tilt right, so you're matching the speed of the car. But then the car speeds up and slows down. It's coming from on high. Let's dive in. See, he's getting away from me. But now he's gonna slow down, and I'm gonna overshoot. There's 2 cars. Oh shit. Whoop. The other thing I do when I chase cars is I'll just stay up high and I'll never get close, but at least it's in frame. Where's the other car? I think I figured out that guy's loot. Where's the other cars? This does not have multiplayer. So we are all playing by ourselves. We're just chatting.
Let's look at our list here. What's our list?
Yeah.
How's the quad selection? So quad selection is basically you're picking your building, like you're just using a basic quad.
Drone settings. So we got 5-inch freestyle, 5-inch race, 3-inch Cinewhoop, 3-inch freestyle. That's it. Let's try 3-inch freestyle. And that's going to change the physics too, to try to make the physics. Any physics-based simulation that does not have the correct gravitational acceleration can bite me. If you need to modify the acceleration of gravity to make your physics sim feel real, then that's just wrong. You shouldn't need to do that. So thank you. 9.82. Is that?
That was my argument.
Yeah.
But
5-inch freestyle.
I guess that's is that 9.82?
Presumably. Yeah, 9.82 meters per second squared is the acceleration of gravity.
Yeah.
So thank you. Yeah. I mean, if you want to make it feel like you're on the moon, more power to you. Okay, 3-inch freestyle. Do I need to save? I save that. Resume. Well, the way the quad is not going up and down when I pump the throttle feels pretty accurate. And the way it's slow as shit feels accurate. The motors sound different too. I think they changed the motors. I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah, it's like a higher pitch.
Seems like it.
The way I'm hitting walls when I'm flying a Bando map is also very accurate.
Overtake the car, just go high and fly straight briefly. That's my approach. That's not what Bubby would do. Bubby was like right up in that car's butt. The kid's good at chasing, I'll tell you what. That was some good chasing.
What map is that with the drift car?
The dock. Okay, so now I'm immediately just going to switch right to 5-inch freestyle. And let's see how it feels different. It's not that different. In the throttle response. It definitely feels faster and more powerful. It feels like it's got more thrust. I'm not sure the air resistance and physics are obviously different. Just in this quick. So now he's going to slow down. I like chasing these cars. This is really fun. You should do a Ken Block Gymkhana style donut here. Wouldn't that be funny?
Yeah, like there's not enough cars with the word hoonage on them.
Yeah, this car should be hooning. Where'd the car go? I lost it. I definitely think I'm feeling frame rate drops. I definitely think in this big area I'm feeling more stutters. The frame rate at the top of the screen says 76, 82, whatever, but just my gut tells me that we're getting a little bit of stuttering. We should probably switch to Velocidrone, and I'm just gonna have fun chasing these cars for the next hour. I think it's downloaded.
Yeah. So, let's see.
All right, so
pretty good level course selection. Pretty good option set here.
I think these cars aren't even on rails. They're like fully AI or something, because one just hit another one.
That's cool. Is there a stick
That's
overlay?
interesting.
Blunty, do you know if there's a stick overlay?
Not.
Stick overlay seems like an easy feature to add. Audio gameplay, stick overlay, there is. Boom, on. Enable cars, enable HUD, draw race line, display starting gate. So those are your options there. Astromancer says all the maps in UnCrashed are stock maps that you can buy for like $100. I ain't mad about that. I mean, you know, developing custom assets, fine. Using stock assets, fine. 509 FPV says the cars are on rails. They take the same path every time, it looks to me. I think what GhostBranch was saying is that they're sort of like they crashed into each other and they didn't just like a train keep going. Did I feel like
no, that's not what I meant. Like,
no?
I meant on rails in the sense that they have a certain track, but they're not like going the exact same way. And sometimes when they crash into one another, they have to like improvise.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, go. It's like a pathfinding with an AI or something.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that's what I meant. It was that they're flying the same path, but they're not. They're pathfinding to that path. They are interacting with the environment, right?
Yeah, they're not like on a locked. Like, here's exactly what it'll do.
Yeah. How does it feel when it drops?
I think GhostBranch was saying earlier the catch is the weird thing, but
Yeah.
I could see that based on the power of the quad. You know?
I'm doing it now. Yeah.
It's not all the time. It's just like sometimes, like when I'm doing a dive, I hit the ground, and I'm like, that wouldn't happen in real life.
Quantic Studio says
Hopefully.
the cars are AI controlled and autonomous. Astromancer thinks this is very low effort. Stock assets, very basic physics engine. I see your argument you're trying to make. Oh, see, there they go. They crashed into each other. The cars crashed, but they just...
Oh, gotta change the name. Not UnCrashed anymore. Some crash.
Go full throttle. Full throttle racing. All right. I think that's it for that. Blunty, anything else you think we need to hit?
No, I think we covered. I was going over our list of the stuff we wrote down for the last couple sims. Anybody in chat have anything maybe we didn't talk about, or that they would want to make sure we cover for a review or something like that? You know.
No, we'll see what they come up for.
Cool. Yeah.
What's the final verdict? I guess the question, Blunty, is this game is I think it was $15 when I just bought it. If it's $15, how does it compare to other things you can get for $15? I guess is what we would talk about in the review.
Sure. Yeah. Price is going to be, I think, a big thing. Looking at overall feature set, like no track builder and no multiplayer. You know.
Yeah.
For sure, because a lot of the
Good
others
point.
those. Like AI Drone Sim has no multiplayer but has a track builder, but is more expensive. Velocidrone, it has it all bundled apart, but you can get in with a track builder, multiplayer, and everything, with the base game for cheaper. So I don't know. I think that's definitely a good thing to look at in the overview.
I think that if you call this low effort, then either you're a very, very good coder for whom this would just be an afternoon's work. I mean, or you're underestimating the amount of hours that probably went into this. I understand what you mean when you say it's low effort. I think what I would say is it feels like the coder is trying to work efficiently. Like, I don't care if he bought pre-made assets. Putting work into the physics engine, if this was just like the stock Unity physics engine, then I'd be like, oh, maybe you need to put a little more work into it. But if I can't tell the difference, maybe it doesn't matter. I don't think. Yeah.
Well, that was something I mentioned too. Like, regardless of like the opinion on it, there are a lot of people who seem to enjoy flying in this because of the graphics and because of the environments. So, like, that was obviously a niche that needed to be filled. Like there was a hole there.
Some people are going to feel like they got their money's worth just by flying around the environments. Like, the first reaction I had to the big city with the flying cars was, oh, this is cool. I can fly around in the Fifth Element. Well, that might be worth a couple bucks for some people right there. Yeah. Let me start. I'm going to start Velocidrone. Play.
All right.
Let's see here. Game capture. Properties. Capture specific window. Velocidrone.exe, baby. Oh, that's why you were seeing my screen FPS, because I was screen capturing. I wasn't. Oh my god. Oh my god. I use the radio. Don't spam my chat, you SOB. That's the radio I use. Stop spamming my chat. It's a Radio Master TX16S. DA wants a good, ready-to-buy PC that can run Velocidrone or Liftoff well. I think that, like, my son has that. Here, I'm gonna go back to my face. My son, is it me who's putting audio on the stream? Somebody's racing. GhostBranch, are you racing?
Nope.
Where's this audio coming from? Is it me? Hang on. It's the Velocidrone background audio. Great. Sound effects volume. Okay, fine. Oh, that's so annoying. How can I make that stop? Oh, hallelujah. Oh, wow. I thought one of you guys was racing. So my son has a computer with a GTX 960, which is a fairly old graphics card. I have a laptop with a GTX 960 in it. They can both run Liftoff at sort of low to medium graphics. One thing you can do is you can set the screen to 45 FPS, and it will limit the frame rate that it tries to render, I think. I'm not sure. Somebody told me that trick. Basically, any gaming-focused PC that you buy today is probably going to be able to run these sims decently. Like, if we look for, hang on a second. Like, I'm not endorsing this, but if I just type gaming PC into Amazon, like, so this is actually what I bought my son, not this exact one, but a cyber power PC. Why? I know people in the chat are probably going to dog on it, but like, I don't know. I was just like, I don't know, I'll get him a gaming PC for Christmas. He wants a gaming PC. And I just looked for one with a decent, like, not too decent, because I didn't want to spend a shitload of money. So this is no, it is not. Can this be legit, Blunty? A GeForce RTX 3060 for $1,500? No. A whole PC with a 3060 in it for $1,500. I mean, this This 3060 alone is $835. Okay, that's so like here's a RTX 3060 PC with a Core i5, 4 gigahertz, 16 gig RAM. Like assuming that this comes and it works and it's not just broken in the box or put together wrong, the specs of this PC will just slay any of these simulators and be a decent, I mean, for $1,500, you know. So, they can't hear Blunty. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I muted you because I wanted to get that audio off the stream. You're back.
So what they're pointing out in chat is like you're looking at the Amazon, you're looking at like the Newegg price or Amazon price like of stuff, but when you buy it in a pre-built, you're paying MSRP in the pre-built. So the MSRP of that card is $329.
I see.
So that's
are guys like CyberPower still able to get them at MSRP? I'm kind of shocked.
That's why they're allowed to. They have deals with Nvidia and other dealers like MSI and stuff. I mean, so but you have to buy the pre-built. That's like part of the whole thing.
Sure. I mean, but if you could probably find something cheaper. But like here is a gaming PC desktop computer, Wi-Fi ready, a GTX 650. So I would skip on a GTX 650. Here's a $500 computer with a GTX 650. That's a super old. That's like 2 generations ago. It'll
way too old.
Yeah, I wouldn't get that. I think in this market, like it used to be for $800 you could get a half decent, like a bare bones gaming PC that would get the job done. Let's see. These days I think you're going to be closer to $1,200 or $1,500. Here's
Yeah,
go ahead.
Might also be interesting to consider a gaming laptop because Acer has like this low budget line. I think it's called the Acer Nitro, and there's the Acer Nitro 5. I recently bought one of those. There's setups with all kinds of graphics cards. I got the one with an RTX 3080 in it. And that one with like a 2 terabyte NVMe SSD really fast with 32 gigabytes of RAM and a 165 megahertz display. It cost around 2,000 euros, and you can get it down to like, I think at maybe 1,200 or something. And it's cheaper in the US anyway. So, yeah, if you don't need like an RTX 3080, I think for Velocidrone, even a 2080 is more than enough. And if you get one with like a different graphics card, the main advantage of this particular notebook is the 165 megahertz display, because that will really make you feel a difference in physics.
Yeah. I think like the GTX 960 is probably the lowest graphics card that I could personally vouch for. And that's just barely going to get you there, but it will get you there. And if you're getting up to something like a GTX 1660, then you're in solid territory. You're not going to get like 200 FPS, but...
Yeah, I would not buy a non-RTX card in 2021. That's my opinion. Like I feel like $329 MSRP for a 3060. I bet you can find something cheap enough that you can afford to buy. Like, sure. In that bracket, that's what I would say.
I mean, the problem is the 3000 series are very, very difficult to get at MSRP.
Sure.
I mean, I wouldn't buy a pre-built with a 1660 in it.
Yeah.
So here, this one is $800 for AMD Ryzen 5 3600 with an RX 560. I don't know AMD's graphics card line as well as I do NVIDIA. How does the RX 560 stack up? What is that equivalent to in an NVIDIA?
Good question.
I don't know. I think you're going to be Yeah, go ahead.
It depends on what you're going to do with it. If you do a lot of video stuff too, or maybe streaming, I would recommend just going with NVIDIA.
Yeah. He's asking for gaming, for playing Sims specifically. I think the RX 560 is probably not what we want, because here's the 5500 XT for $950. I think, $1,000. So here's Ryzen 5 with a 5500 XT. I don't know, but I bet you that would probably do okay. Anyway, there you go. That's some thoughts about what computer to get if you want one. I think you're going to be looking in the $1,000 to $1,500. In the $1,500 range, I think you're going to do fine. In the $1,000 to $800 range, I think you're going to struggle if you're buying a pre-built. You're going to have to really think about what you're getting. Ryzen 5 is fine. Yeah, no question. Okay. Abraham, thank you for $5. No updates about the film. All I can say is that the festival has said they're working on it, and we are waiting until we see how the festival handles the situation before we decide what we are going to do. But ultimately, we will make sure we'll do everything we can to make sure that people who bought tickets get to see the film. If the festival doesn't make good on that, then we will find a way to make good on it ourselves. That's the bottom line. All right. So, game capture. Here we are, Blunty. We're in Velocidrone, and there's so much here. Where should we even begin, Blunty? Or GhostBranch? What do you think?
Let me open your live stream to see where you're at.
Well, I'm also streaming in the Discord room if you want to watch it.
You are not. But if you want to fire that up.
Oh, my bad. I thought I was.
I would probably start with the controller setup.
Because I closed the game. Good point. I closed the game. Where's Velocidrone? Applications. Live streaming. Velocidrone. I'm going to stream Velocidrone to you guys at 30 FPS. Okay, I should be streaming again. Okay. So we'll go to controller. We'll set the controller up. Assign controller. Move a stick on the... Okay, we got it. Assign sticks. Got that. Center sticks. Got it. Follow sticks. Got it. Center sticks. Move roll stick. Got it. Pitch stick. Got it. Yeah, got it. See, this is piece of cake.
Yeah.
Got it. All right, great.
Check if your stick is inverted, though.
No, it isn't.
Okay, perfect.
Now, the switches on Velocidrone, I always have to go back to the old... I can't figure out how to set the damn switches
I can tell you how it works.
Tell me.
Yeah.
Move the stick you want to assign race start. Move the switch. You see on the left which one is moving?
Hang on a second. I haven't actually not... Hang on, I have to load my joystick model. I have... Okay. Okay.
Okay, you see the one that is moving in the graphic?
I do.
Yeah, just click on the race start button and then click on that thing that was moving.
Oh.
That's how
Can I not just flip the switch?
I don't know why they're doing it like that, but no, you can't actually.
Oh.
No, see, that's what's always confused me, is it hasn't...
Gotcha.
I see. Race start, fantastic.
Yeah, but that's how you
Reset.
do it.
Yeah, see, you used to be able to auto-detect in the old menu, I think. Okay, great. Oh yeah, fire button. We should set that to fire for combat.
That's important, because we're totally gonna do combat mode again, right?
How do I delete? I select again. Oh yeah, okay. So actually I want reset to be... I want this to be reset, not race start. Okay. What? No, I don't want that. Reset. Got there. Okay. All right. Thank you, GhostBranch. That alone has made this all worth it. I guess I'm gonna hit quick start.
Oh, quick start. Okay.
Right? What does quick start do? Right? If I had just bought this, I would just hit quick start and go.
I never done that actually.
Why am I below the ground?
This is.
There we go.
This is one of the combat mode maps actually.
Yeah. So I just hit quick start. This is and I'm in the combat drone. So if I go back to the main menu, yeah, I can hear the motors. It's big motors.
Yeah, so if I just should load up the last thing you ever played, so that might be that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What's Nemesis?
So that's a way to race against other people, basically. So like, hey, all the ghosts from all the times when all the leaderboards are in there. So if you go to a track, then it'll put all those ghosts up against you, and then it'll group you against the ghosts that are closest to your time. And then as you beat them, it'll move up more ghosts.
Oh, I'd love that.
Yeah.
Let me try that. So I'm gonna... Is that... select quad. Any class. Freestyle? No. Where's racing?
Well, so this is where you select the map. So
I hit select quad. Hang on. Select quad.
well,
No,
that's
that
selecting
means
the quad that you're on.
you're selecting the quad that you're just seeing. You have to select it on the left.
You can tell I don't play a lot of Velocidrone. I see. What's a good one? The switchback, obviously. Okay, so select
and then
quad.
you can
Yeah,
also.
there we go. Oh, go
I was
ahead.
just gonna say, if you go back real quick, if you click Add Quad at the top left, then you'll see all the list of quads they have now, which is a lot bigger than it used to be.
So those aren't in the original. This list is like the quads that you commonly use.
Those are the ones you built. So.
I see.
Yeah, you
I
can
see.
you can add the same model of a quad with different settings. So if you you want a setup of like, let's say the switchback one should be for racing, and one the switchback is not a good example. It's not the most freestyle quad, but yeah, you can use the same quad for racing and for freestyle with different setups.
What's a good freestyle quad?
Well, they have like the AOS in here now. There's a lot of stuff.
No, when did they?
Yeah.
Oh, look at all these little.
The
whoops.
Roma is also in there.
Yeah, Roma's in
And the
there.
Nazgul.
Nazgul.
I've got a Roma. I've got a Roma, so I'm gonna select the Roma. Enter quad name here. Roma F5. Save. All right, I see. So we've selected the model, and then we can change all the settings. I'm gonna leave all the settings, obviously, at default. These are not rates or anything.
Yeah, 35, so you should be good to go.
That's what I like. Yeah. All right, Roma F5. Select quad. Let's do a freestyle map here. Freestyle maps.
So you've got filter up there because I think you.
Yeah.
Try. I don't know if there are. I don't know if that's how that works.
Okay.
Go with any class.
There are no freestyle maps. I know people are going to want to see us race. We'll do some racing.
Yeah. So typically, you would just go on a like scenery, I believe. So like if you have a specific scene that you want to freestyle in, you could find a track on that scene and just not start the race. I believe is how it works right now. I don't think there's a specific freestyle mode. It's like all racing, but you start or don't start.
Office complex. I see. So we'll just do freestyle. Track name freestyle. Got it.
There you
Select
go.
Scenery. Alrighty. That's a beautiful mod. That's a beautiful render. Says search. EDOC says search freestyle in the filter. Oh, I love this environment. The motors are not great. The motor
I think
sound is a little...
you didn't set up the graphics, by the way.
What do I need to do?
I think just you didn't set up any graphics. It's just like on the low quality default or something.
Hang on. Do I need to exit back out?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hit return to main menu. Yeah.
Okay.
Then options.
Yeah. Screen
settings. Auto adjust quality. No minimum. So I actually. Oh yeah. So I always turn. I have a 2.7K monitor, but I always go down to 1080 resolution for the screen. I was taught to run Velocidrone at absolute minimum specifications to get the maximum FPS. See, look, min FPS 120. Turn the quality down.
That's how I run mine too. It's like as low as I can go.
The thing is, if I crank up everything on my 4K display, I'm still having like 350 FPS.
I think
I will say
we previously discussed that you have a graphics card. Go ahead.
But I
Also,
think,
real quick, go to options, game settings, quad settings rather, and make sure. So physics usage high. Always, that's something always to check. Just a recommendation to people there.
What about FPS counter on screen? Can I have that?
Not sure if there's one.
Somewhere. I think that's a button. I think that's F11 or something.
Yeah, I think so. There's when you're in game, there's a help menu where you can see all the keyboard
So now
shortcuts.
if I quick start, it'll just take me right back where I was. And let me just check my quad settings. Not my quad settings. Where's my rates?
So that's the other settings. Oops. Go back.
What did I do? Yeah.
Yep.
F12 is the key. F12. Yeah. Oh. Let's see. Advanced drone setup. Rates profile 1, rates type beta flights, RC rate 1.27. Why does tab not work? God dang it. Why would... I don't want to touch my mouse. I want to just tab. Actually, that's not how I do yaw. Yaw is different. 0.75. 1.20. 0.75. And 0 expo on yaw. That is my actual rates.
And your pitch rate should be 7.2. Is that right? Or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect. That's my normal rates. Okay. Okay, here we go.
Great.
Oh, that feels... Oh, F12. Where's my... There we go. FPS. I'm looking at my FPS counter, not where I'm going. Oh, yeah. See, I'm pulling 100 FPS, so I'm fine. This is on beautiful, too. Yeah, we're okay.
Oh, you put it on beautiful? Okay.
Yeah, I turned it all the way up. I was like, let's just show it off for the stream. All right, we're fine. This feels better. Just a little study there. I am streaming and recording, so that's probably not helping. I don't know if this feels like a diatone Roma, though. This feels... What's my up tilt? How do you...
35?
What's the button? Yeah.
Page up and page down, I believe.
Yeah. I don't know if this feels like a diatone Roma. This feels like a racing quad. Like, look how fast it's going and how fast it's accelerating.
Well, what props are on there? I think they're 50-45s.
Does a diatone Roma do this? I don't know.
Maybe if you put 50-45s on it or 50-50s. Whatever.
Right, where do I go? Wrench. 50-45. You're right. So we'll put 50-40s.
Also, change that propeller profile to profile 1.
Okay.
It's a bit faster, I think.
It's okay. So we change the propeller.
If that makes any difference.
It's just really
punchy.
It's really punchy, yeah.
Yeah.
And I have a diatone Roma, and it's just... I mean, it feels good. It feels... I think when people say the physics don't feel accurate, I think most of the time they just mean, I don't like how it feels. It doesn't feel right. This feels good. I'm enjoying flying it. It feels very responsive, but it feels very much like a 600-gram race quad.
Like a switchback or something.
I'm not sure it feels like a Roma. Maybe it's a lightweight Roma. Let's do some tricks. I love the environment. Oh, yeah, baby. It's fun.
I think also there's a... this is one of the newer environments in that last patch they did. I think they also did a drift track similar to the one we looked at in UnCrashed.
Yeah, I'm actually just flying that right now.
This environment is great. Let's try something else, because Velocidrone has so many things we'll need to keep moving.
Yes.
Increase your quad weight, says Dog Tanyan. All right, let me try that. Put the stick overlay on. Where do I put the stick overlay on, guys?
So if you go real quick, like top right under the little house, you can click the keyboard. So just to show.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
The overlay is M, by the way.
Go back in there.
Go back into the level?
Yes. I was trying to say right under the little house, there's a keyboard that shows you all the keys. So it's a lot easier.
Yeah. So this is something about Velocidrone is so many of the options are only keystrokes. Has been my experience. There are many options that are not in the menus. So if you don't know, obviously the keystrokes are right there, Blunty, as you've pointed out.
Yeah.
People are saying I should change the People are saying I should change the quad weight. How do I get rid of the key? Oh, right here. There we go. Change quad settings. Quad weight is 100%. How many grams is that? I don't know. Let's try adding...
It also says you have a GoPro 9 on it.
Yeah, I don't believe that for a second. Let's add to the weight. But
the
as
original
Blunty
weight.
said, a diatone Roma weighs a certain amount. So if you have to tweak the settings to make it feel right.
No, 100% should be the exact weight of the Roma.
Yeah, I know. It feels lighter. Yeah, okay. So I can definitely feel the additional weight now. And I will say it is a very accurate representation of what being heavier feels like. Like, it absolutely feels like I put a GoPro on it or something. Oh, yeah, wow. That's pretty cool, actually. The way that it changes how it flies, like, it feels a little too heavy now. It feels closer to maybe 750 slidey. That's very interesting. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, that's pretty good. My muscle, I have that move kind of on lock on muscle memory. And my muscle memory and my rates were pretty... My battery weight is set to 0, says Mr. Huggy. Is that right?
Oh, maybe that's the problem.
Battery mass effect. What is that? What is battery
mass? Oh, right,
mass
because we're not emulating the battery. That's the problem. So that's probably the problem. So go down to 100 and then turn on the battery emulation, and then
battery emulation. True. Oh, I mean, it acts like it doesn't even have a battery. Is that right?
Yeah. I wonder if you set the battery size and then put the mass effect to 100.
I see.
So that you're actually using.
I'm disappointed I can't have a 6S 1100. I would never fly a freestyle quad with a 6S 1300, but okay. All right, let's try that. Oh, wow, it's just like Betaflight. You see how the nose pitches up and down when I jam the throttle? Yep. That's accurate. Why would you simulate that? Why would you simulate that?
That's pretty funny.
Like, okay, your simulator's accurate, but...
Hey, JB, go to the quad settings and increase the item.
Increase the what?
Oh, that's all. You could also, PID tune it.
If you can tune it out.
Change quad settings. Oh, no, I want to... So I actually
think it's the wrench.
I'm really impressed with the advanced drone setup. I'm really impressed with the way it's simulating the weight. At first, it felt super light. I said it felt like 600 grams or something. I don't know, race quad. Then it turned out we were not simulating the weight of the battery. So then we added the battery weight, and it feels about right. So that's kind of cool. Let's see.
Anti-gravity, isn't that the nose bobble? I can never remember which thing controls what, like as far as all the
anti-gravity is on. It is the nose bobble.
Yeah.
It's on, though. Okay, so let's raise iGaming on pitch. Let's put it at 60. Let's put it at 80. I mean, I should really feel that. I should really feel that. Still having some issues.
Yeah, definitely. It's almost worse.
I mean, 80 is pretty high. If you don't have a... Well, it's basically like 4.2.
Would have iTerm relax, but yeah.
Yeah, iTerm relax, yeah. Let's try that. Let's just see what happens. No fake P-term oscillations like Liftoff does. It's cute that Liftoff tries to simulate the PID controller, but basically if you raise the P gain too high, what it does is whenever your throttle hits a certain position, it just makes the oscillating sound.
I'm not 100% certain. You should ask Ashley on that, but I think Velocidrone is actually simulating the PID controller.
I think that Liftoff is too, but since you don't actually have non-linear physical effects like turbulence, I'm not sure how useful that is. I'm just skeptical that a PID controller running on simulated physics is going to be... Anyway. Oh yeah, this is... I mean, I'm flying like I normally do. This is great. Let's try something else. That feels much better for the physics, though.
Okay.
What's next, Blunty?
So, wanna check out the drift track?
Okay.
Just
we
as a comparison.
Do we go multiplayer? Want to try multiplayer?
Yeah, let's do multi. Yep.
All right. So let me set up. I'm going to do multiplayer with the Roma F5. Select quad. Then create session. JB stream. Make it a hidden session so nobody knows. Everybody's joining my session. Now what? Let's see, Blunty. What do I do?
I don't know. What's the name of the session?
JB stream.
All one word?
Yeah. You can see it on my screen recording. So can everyone else.
Are you...
Host session. Okay, so I hosted the session.
No.
Track name. Do I need to search for drift?
Tells me the session does not exist.
Well, I haven't created it yet. I haven't created it yet. Do I need to...
Oh.
How do I get to the drift track?
It's all tracks. Go on all tracks.
Uh-huh.
And there.
Yeah, there you go.
There's one that's called
there
drift
we go.
track.
Drift track. Got it. Freestyle. Okay, select scenery. Got it. So now the room should be hosted, and you guys should be able to jump in.
Yeah. See, there's on the lower right of your screen, there's a little car icon.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
If you click that, it will turn on the drift cars. You can click it again to change a different colored car if you prefer a different model.
Guys, okay, Blunty's in as well. Great. It is cool to see the other pilots with their trails. That's really fun. Where are the cars? Where's the cars?
I'm following the orange one.
Can I have more than one car? Is there only one car?
There's only one, I think.
Oh, I see it. Oh yeah, got that engine noise just like a drift car.
Also, what I like is that when it corners, you can actually see the brakes glowing.
Edoc says you can have 3 cars if you hit that car button a couple more times.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see. It's changing the car.
Let's see, at the moment, I think we have one red car.
Oh, I have to hit plus. Hang on. Plus. I'm hitting plus. There we go.
Bingo.
We have 3 cars.
There we go.
Oh, they're stacked up, too. This is fun in a way that the uncrashed car... This, you can kind of see the track, which means you can predict the car's movements a little better. It's not helping me in this moment, but... Oh, I got ahead of him. This is pretty much just like real life. Like 5 quads all chasing the same car, crashing into each other.
Yeah. I'm flying the DJI pre-built quad.
No, you're not.
Yeah, they added the DJI FPV in, so that's what I'm flying.
I was talking to somebody the other day about how badly the DJI FPV drones are selling. And I wondered whether it's just within the FPV market that they're selling badly because we don't want it. Or whether it's generally selling badly, you know, to normal consumers.
I mean, I don't know that normal consumers know about it versus like a normal Mavic, you know? Like, did it even penetrate? I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah. Oh, hello. I crashed. That's pretty fun. Physics feel good. You know what, Blunty, in order to really test the physics, I feel like I want to do things, and we're not going to do this on stream right this minute, but like, I feel like changing the weight of the quad in Velocidrone convinced me that the physics are doing a good job, as opposed to just flying it. Oh, the car just went up in the air. Where did it go?
What?
As opposed to just flying it and going, yeah, it feels okay. When I added and removed, well, there it is. What the fuck just happened? When
Was
I
it
added,
responding when we hit it?
it jumped like a million feet in the air.
Sorry, you were saying?
Yeah,
About the physics realism.
just that changing the physics, right? Changing the physics and feeling how it changes was a better demonstration of its realism than simply flying and saying, "Oh, it's doing good." So maybe I'll go back to UnCrashed and like try to change some of the physics settings just to see, make the drone lighter and see if it feels right.
Yeah, weight makes sense as like a good metric for that, because quads are going to weigh different things, you know?
Air drag, I think, is a lot. I mean, I think it's a lot more difficult to judge. Oh, this is correct, because I think most of us don't fly quads with wildly different air drag. Oh, that was almost good. I want to do like snap rolls over the bridge or something. Well, with the cars in frame, like that. Oh no. Oh well.
So other features in Velocidrone maybe we'll talk about. So there's a micros pack, there's a mega quads pack, so there's both beast class and normal quads. Then there's the Dominator quad, which is the
combat
quad. Yeah.
Yeah, talk
there's
about combat, Blunty, because some people in the chat don't know about Velocidrone combat.
Yeah, so combat is essentially you get a really big like beast class quad, and then everybody goes up against each other in teams. I don't know if there's free for all, but I know in teams typically. I think, but basically you get power-ups, sort of like Unreal Tournament or those style of games where you'll fly around and get a power-up, and then your quad can shoot a weapon, and the weapon is based on the power-up. I think there's a couple power-ups that do other things as well, and then you bind like a switch on your controller to shoot, and you're trying to shoot the other people down, and then it's been like a long time since I played it. What is the actual goal? Is it deathmatch?
I believe there's capture the flag. I'm pretty sure there's also
different
deathmatch.
game modes.
Okay, cool. That's what I wasn't sure about.
It's wild. It's really fun.
Yeah.
It's cool. My biggest issue with it is I don't feel there's no natural use case for flipping a switch constantly while we're flying, and so it's very disorienting for me to do.
A lot of people play with a foot pedal, right?
Yeah. Yes, that's typically the way I think a lot of people do it, or at least people who don't like the switch method, you know.
I'm trying to do like an acro move over the bridge and look back at the cars. Like here, I'll look forward, but I got offline. All right, let's try something else. We're gonna leave this session. Can I just switch the modes for the session, or switch the track, or do I need to just exit out entirely?
You can switch the track, I think, if you want, but not the modes.
Yep.
So
All right. Let's try something else. Let's try the micros. Is that going to be in the main menu, or is that going to be a separate launcher?
Yeah, main menu. You just pick a micro instead of a normal quad, so you go to single player.
Well, we'll do multiplayer. So
add a quad, multi, and then add a quad.
We should remind the chat that a lot of this stuff is in DLCs. The base package, Blunty, or GhostBranch, what does it come with?
Oh, good question. It's been a long time since I had the base package.
Yeah, you get most of the maps. You get most of like a base set of quads, so like all the quads the game used to come with, but not like the special freestyle quads. Mm-hmm. So all the freestyle quads and freestyle maps are one pack, and then there's combat pack, which is the combat maps and the combat game mode. Mm-hmm. And then there's the mini quads pack, which is some of the micro quads, and then I think some micro maps, but I'm not sure if those are accessible regardless. It doesn't matter because you don't have a micro to fly. And then there's mega quads pack, which is the same but bigger quads. So it kind of basically unlocks these sets of quads. So like, are we gonna race?
Let's race. So we haven't done any racing.
Okay. So
let's do. Go ahead.
What's a
good one? What's a good indoor whoop race, Blunty?
Oh, let's just pick one of the new ones we've been doing lately. Type pop-up race and filter tracks.
Filter tracks.
Oh no, you can't do it like that. So do Whooptopia. Whooptopia. Trying to think of one you'll have. No, and then you have to get it.
I got it. Yeah. I go 3 Whooptopia mini UTT. Is that right?
Do
Whooptopia day 1.
Let's do 2021.
Okay, 2021 or 2021 day 1.
Either one. Those two are fine.
And then let's do open class. What should we do?
So typically in Velocidrone, there's a separator here. Again, this is not explained very well, but open class is you can kind of fly whatever you want. Single class is it will make sure that the drone settings are even. So basically, like nobody can come in and tweak the weight on their B-brain to be faster.
Well, clearly, we want that. We don't want you guys cheating. Now, I've loaded a Mobula 6, which I have, so we'll see if I think it flies right. Yep, that feels about right. It has no float. And I probably should change my rates, but let's not do that. Oh yeah, am I in angle mode? I am. Oh great, yep. I'm in angle mode. Cool.
So 1, 2, and 3 are your angle, horizon, and acro buttons, like the number keys.
Have I not started the track? Did you guys get in first of all?
Yeah, we're in. We're all loading in.
Okay. How many can be in a room?
In one of these, like a lot, I think. But only 7 people can race at a time. There's a list you can assign racers.
And they can spec. Oh, I remember that when we did our live stream. Where's the track? Do I need to start the race? I think I do, don't I? What do I hit to start the race?
You'll hit. What am I doing? A?
A changes you, I think, from angle to acro.
No, 3 is acro. So hit A.
Yeah, but hit A. Oh, you're right. Ramsky.
First time I'm trying to race on angle mode. That's gonna be a disaster.
I can't. Where's the gate? There's the gate. I see the gate. Where's the next gate? There it is. I'm gonna guess it's back through here. Okay. I really could use. Where's the gate? Where's the gate? I don't know There's the arrow. Oh, it's up here.
You can change the color of the indicators as well if you wanted to in the setting.
I would love to have some kind of a trail, a streamer. I'm gonna learn it. I just don't know the track. I'm gonna learn it. Wait. I spiral around, I guess. Okay, fine. We'll go through here. We'll go through here. We'll go through here. Yeah, this is pretty accurate. In that I suck. We'll go around here. Crash. I think this feels a lot like a tiny whoop. I would say this is not bad. It took me like 5 minutes to finish this one element.
And I'm still going.
I mean, I've only crashed and had to reset once. Are they batteries? Oh, they're doing battery simulation too. What the F? Oh, we're gonna spiral this. All right, we're gonna spiral down, right?
Yep.
Finally, I know where I'm going. It bounces off obstacles just like a real one. That's saying a lot for a tiny whoop. I really feel like the way it responds to obstacles in auto level is very accurate. Where are we going? I don't know this course at all.
Yeah, I've flown it a long time ago, but I don't really remember it.
Is this a real course, Blunty? Whooptopia?
Yeah.
Is it based on a real event?
Yep. At least I'm pretty sure these are modeled the same as the real Whooptopia was.
The hell? This course is insane. I don't like whoop racing anymore. Going through the same element like 500 times. Oh my god, I have some sense of what I'm supposed to do. Whoa, I finished a lap! Hey guys, I finished a lap!
All right.
My battery's dying. Is there a battery recharge, or you just have to finish the race on one pack?
There is a recharge button, but I don't know if you assigned it.
No, there would be a gate somewhere, but I don't see a recharge gate anywhere here. I finished with about 23% battery.
I mean,
Those
I've done.
only in combat mode? Recharge gate?
No, we use them in races too.
Oh, okay.
All right. I mean, I feel like the physics are very good. I feel like I am really failing to know the track very well. Okay, this is obviously a hurdle. Now we come over here. Now this is where I could not. Okay, that's fine. Spiral that way.
Just straight through. Yep. There you go.
Now then, I'm back and spiral to the right.
Yep.
I can tell my battery's getting low. Oh, I see. Then around this flag. And then where? Then crash.
Up there. Yep. And then to the left through the middle. And then to the right.
I see.
And then through the loop-de-loop. Or gate, ladder gate.
15% battery. I think I went through the same one twice.
And that one goes the other way.
Oh, does it?
AK loves to do that, yeah. I think it's probably AK track. But all these freaking tracks, they love to do that. It's like, take two of them one way and two the other way.
Now here we go here and then around. And then we go into this.
And then left. Yep. And then punch up. You got it.
Where? Oh, back through here. And then what?
Right.
Then where?
Back
Then,
down.
oh, back down through here. I'm out of battery. I'm done. Why can I still fly with 0% battery? Oh, there we go. Now I'm done. Reset. Still 0%.
Yeah, because the race is still going. All right.
That was fun. 661 FPV says, don't run the battery all the way dead on that Mob 6. It'll erase all your settings.
It's a good one.
That's true. Yeah. That was really fun. I'm going to just restart the race because I'm the host, so I can do that. Mwahaha.
Wow.
Okay, I've already messed up. What the F? I feel like... Nowhere. Let me go through here. Why not? Okay. It would take me like 15 minutes of solid practice to like remember this course. To be honest with you.
Yeah, that's part of it. That's kind of part of the challenge.
Yeah.
I feel like the more tracks you remember too,
Yeah,
the easier it is.
That's definitely a skill. It's not like a multi-GP course where, people say, how do you remember the course? And it's like, well, there's only so many gates, right? But this,
Right.
there's so many gates and so many, there's so weird. Yeah,
So many elements and you're going back and forth, yeah.
yeah, indeed. I'm starting to get it. Oh, hang on. Out here. Punch up through the middle. Damn it. No, the other way. Down in here. Which way do I go out, though? Oh, okay. So that's like a... Okay. Now through here. Oh, okay. That's a lap.
Nice.
So encouraging, Blunty. Where is it? It's spiral up. Then through here to the right. Damn it. To the right and down, over the hurdle, down low, then spiral up. then out and back, then high, then spiral down,
And take a right.
then out.
Yeah.
Now where? Now here. Yeah, and then into the ladder. Ah, shoot. Now you have to go the other way on the last one, because fuck you.
Yep.
Why be predictable? No. Where? Oh. Here. Then in and up. Then across to here. Dang it. I'm taking all the gates the wrong way. And then out this way, I believe. And then through here. And then through here. And that's 2 laps!
All right.
I almost know the track. No? Why is it the wrong way? I don't know the track. Okay, wait! Why? I'm going through all of the waypoints the wrong way. And then just turning around and coming back through. Okay, that part I basically got.
Hey, you did a great job, Bri.
Ah! My battery's dead. Alright. Yeah, that feels about as long as whoop racing. It feels like whoop racing.
Let's finish
Fair
the
enough.
track though.
What do you want to do, GhostBranch? Let everybody finish and not just reset?
Yeah, let's see who.
Alright, I guess.
Everyone will just beat me, I think.
Why can't I see the... I can't bring up the player list.
Oh no, actually I'm stuck.
Nice.
What are you racing? Someone's racing an open prop quad. Blunty number 1. Captain Bry number 2. Are those in order? Yeah. I think
Yeah, those are.
Oh,
yeah,
they
those are
haven't. No,
finishing.
they haven't. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, the other guys aren't racing,
I see.
or gave up after a lap.
Blunty, what's your best time on this track?
This one, because the reset, all the times reset, so I'm at, because when they did that update for Beta Flight, they
Yeah.
reset all the time.
Oh, I got you.
Just the one I got now, which is 123.
Oh, there we go.
AK's time was like
Space.
60, so I bet I could probably get like DMX at 81, Zotex at 88. I bet I would probably get like a 90 to 85, somewhere in there.
Gotcha. There we go. Blunty number 1, Captain Bride, GhostBranch number 3, and I don't know how I'm number 4. I guess I finished 3 laps. I'm not so sure about
You
that,
did.
but
Yeah.
I didn't finish the 3rd lap for sure. All right.
All right.
I think we're gonna wrap up pretty soon. Thoughts on Velocidrone? Let's see. It certainly is.
Should we take a quick
Oh
look
yeah,
at
let's look at the track editor. Is it any
see what
good?
see what that's about?
Track editor. Let's see. Download. Should I start a new track? Create new track.
Yeah, so then you get like a scene you could throw it on.
Empty polyworld. That's classic.
Yeah, this Polyworld's one of the combat areas, I believe, or the freestyle. It's either freestyle or combat.
All right. GhostBranch, you'll be familiar with these controls, I think. Right click to move the camera, mouse wheel to move forward and back.
No, it's actually pretty different from what I'm doing.
No?
Mouse wheel. Jesus.
Mouse wheel to go front and back. Can we? No WASD. Click that tool.
But it looks like it's changed to rotate.
The combat mode track that you were that you accidentally loaded when you hit quick play earlier. That was done by a user in this very editor, and I think it's a recreation of a Call of Duty map. I think
That's
if I'm not
Rust.
mistaken.
Yeah,
The Rust,
it was
yeah.
made. The Rust map was made in this very editor.
Yeah.
Oh well, let's just. How can I load in? Let me load in a map. Hang on. Can I load a map in? I think I have to back
I
out.
think so.
Track
I think
editor.
Lexi is pretty familiar with the editor. She made a lot of maps.
Yeah, you can if you download, you can download a track from someone else or import a track from someone else. But you can't edit the main tracks, I don't think.
I see.
But if you go like, yeah, you could go download a track. Like if you might even be able to type in like Dust or something.
Blitz Garage. GhostBranch is a guy from my Discord server. That's where we met, I think. GhostBranch.
Yeah.
I'm astounded that you have to just mouse wheel to move. Surely that there's another way to do that. Here, let's click
It
fly.
probably will be.
Fly. Fly. Play, check. Fly. Check. Fly. No. There has to be a freaking way to... Okay, well, I don't know what I'm doing. This looks like a very capable editor. Let's just put a bunch of these in.
Yeah, you can do pretty much every track you can imagine in there, and with all or no visual aids.
Wow. Rob Axelson, folks talking about the Flow State film. The festival is doing their best, and once we see how they do, if we're not satisfied with what they've done, we'll find a way to make it right. You bought a ticket, you want to see the film, you should either get a refund or you should get to see the film. We're going to do our best to make sure that happens. But for the time being, the festival is trying to deal with it as best they can, and we're going to try and stay out of their way and let them do that. Use the arrow keys to move. Oh, use the arrow keys to move. There you go. Middle click to go up and down. Arrow keys to move. Yeah, okay.
We are learning something today.
Middle mouse to go up and down. Oh, oh, if I hold down middle mouse, I can just translate any direction. That's pretty good, actually.
Nice.
Here, arrow keys to move. Middle mouse translates. Right click moves the camera. Yes.
Wait, so there's no translate for forward back though? That's so weird that you like there's a middle mouse click for
forward and back arrow are translate forward and back.
Yeah, but you have a mouse control of all the other directions except for forward and back, right?
I guess.
That's kind of strange to me. I don't know. Seems like you should be able to hold something and drag and then go forward. But...
Yeah. Well, alrighty. So, Velocidrone. I mean, I definitely think the physics are very good, right? I mean, I'm the kind of guy who will just be like, it feels okay. I think they're pretty good.
I agree.
Yeah. I think there seems to be a good selection of tracks, like courses and stuff.
Yeah.
The multiplayer seems to work pretty well. Easy peasy to hop in and hop out.
Agree. The track selection is befuddling to me.
I was going to say the biggest issues I'm noticing is if you don't know how to get around in Velocidrone or what the things do, there's a lot of learning. Because there's a lot of like, there's just a bunch of shit on the screen. Learn what all the buttons do, you know?
Yeah, I struggle. And every time I come back, I mean, I have played Velocidrone a lot, but every time I come back to it, you saw me struggle at the beginning with selecting the correct model and so forth. And I was like, oh yeah. And then having to look up the keystrokes and remind yourself. But I mean, you work your way through that. Would you recommend Velocidrone to, like, you know, your average person is just like, hey, I want to try a simulator, see if I like FPV?
I don't think it's a bad one. And then everybody else can hop in too, you know. Part of it is like, what packs do you tell them to buy, or do you just let them buy the base thing, and then how do they get into it? And I think one of the biggest problems is like getting someone into the first race, you know.
Yeah, well, that's
like the first track, you know.
That's a little bit what I'm getting at. That it's not the most user friendly, especially at first. Even just the fact that you don't buy it through the Steam store and it has its own loader, and then
Yep.
you can launch the exe, but you have to manually. Does it even create like a shortcut? Does it have like an installer where it actually creates a shortcut in your start menu? I always just have it on my hard drive. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I launch it from an exe, the Velocidrone launcher. Also, there's a launcher and an exe, and if you don't do the launcher, you don't get the updates, but I guess
Correct.
that's kind of how some games work. But the fact it's not on Steam creates that whole thing. So
I think it's a little less user-friendly for beginners especially, but even for experienced people. Great physics. The maps. I once would have said that Velocidrone didn't have the best maps. It had good racetracks, but they seem to have stepped up. It's like the graphics aren't super high resolution, complicated graphics, but the maps seem pretty good. Okay. All right.
Also, they do that thing with Polyworld where like that the poly assets are based on like, hey, we're not going to have a million things, and the collisions are obvious because all the trees are all like actual polygons and stuff, which I like that concept as well too, because that's like easier for lower graphics rendering, and it's kind of its own cartoony look, so at least they're kind of going for something there.
Yeah. It has the most versatility, I think, in terms of game modes.
Yeah, 100%.
So many, yeah. Is it the most expensive? Like by the time you've bought all the DLCs?
I'm gonna guess it's close, if not the most expensive. Yeah, but it's kind of nice that you can piecemeal out like the things you'd want. If somebody's never gonna fly a beast class, that's $4 you'll never spend.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You need the beast class stuff for combat though.
No, I don't think so. I think combat's separate. It gives you the Dominator if you buy combat.
Oh, okay. I got you.
There's like a separate mega quads pack.
Yeah. Alrighty. I think we're gonna wrap up. Thank you guys so much for coming out. And Blunty, we'll do another one sometime whenever we decide. Not gonna make any promises, but we got to get through them. Which two do you think we should do next? I guess that's the best question.
Maybe people in chat can give us some things that they'd like to see. I know DCL we have to do at some point. We've got to do DRL.
DRL and DCL.
That would be
those are both kind of big.
Good ones to face off against each other.
Well, what we're trying to do, GhostBranch, I think, is one sort of big, well-known one, and then one sort of smaller, more obscure one.
How about FPV Air 2?
Yeah, that's on our list.
Yeah. So let's do DRL. The chat's asking for DRL as well. Let's do DRL next. Okay. And then we'll also put in, FPV Air 2.
FPV Air 2, yeah, I'm down with that. That's on the list.
And then is that a big one, Blunty? Or is that one of the smaller ones?
Not that I know of. I mean, I didn't know about it until I just started Googling simulators, to be honest. It's from 2018, but...
$5 sim made entirely by one person. Oh, yeah. That's let's do FPVR2. Maybe we'll also do Acro. There's not a lot to Acro. I don't think it'll take us very long to try it. People were praising the FPV Air physics when it first came out.
It was great when it first came out. And then at some point they added prop wash. And it was just... I don't want to spoilers. No,
it's okay. There's no spoilers. It got bad.
But it was for me like that. I loved FPV Air 2, and when they added the prop wash thing, it wasn't like you had prop wash everywhere in moves where there definitely would not be any prop wash because you were flying out of the prop wash, and that killed it for me.
Well, we'll have to try it. Right. You can play Velocidrone offline 661 FPV. You can. People are complaining that you have to pay in euros. That's true. You are charged in euros. Damn you, GhostBranch. Your strong currency.
Actually, it's from Great Britain, so they're no longer in the EU.
Hey,
shouldn't you be paying in pounds?
Yeah, good point.
It might be pounds.
Maybe I'll have to look at my PayPal for the last time I purchased it. All right, guys, we're going to wrap up. Thank you guys so much for coming out on the stream. Let me make sure I didn't miss any super chats. No, because I don't think I did, but I don't see the old ones either. So if you left a super chat, I apologize. I don't see it.
It is in pounds. That is correct.
Oh, how about that? All right, we're gonna wrap up. Have a great weekend, everybody. Yeah, no
Thanks,
problem.
guys.
Cheers, everyone.